Today we're going to talk about downsizing, and more importantly, all the questions you should be asking yourself before you decide. Should you downsize or should you not? Welcome back to my channel. So today is a stereotypical rainy, wet day in Washington. So before we get going, I'm going to make a cup of tea. Now we can talk downsizing. If you're new to my channel, I'm Laura Randall, and I love to talk all things real estate. For many of us, buying a starter home and moving up to larger homes and eventually our dream home is the norm. However, there are many reasons to consider downsizing. A few of the benefits are freeing up time and money. You may want to be location independent or just plain simplify your life. Here are 5 questions to ask yourself if you've been considering downsizing. So the first thing you want to ask yourself is, do you have too much house? Are there rooms or areas of your house that you rarely use? Story time here. So my husband and I, we have 4 boys. Now 2 of them are grown and out of the house, but when they were all home, we had a 3,300 square foot home. And we thought we needed all this space, so built this big home and found that, first of all, when we moved in there, we had to furnish the whole thing. And there was a huge part of the house that nobody ever hardly really went into. But we also found that our boys would be upstairs. We had a big bonus room that was great. But we found that we would be downstairs cooking and making dinner, and all the boys would be upstairs. And we didn't have that quality family time that we used to have with a smaller space. Is routine maintenance taking up too much time? Mowing the lawn, yard work, and cleaning could be taking up so much time that before you know it, your weekend is already over. With a smaller home, especially a condo or townhouse where those outside maintenance things are done for you, frees up some of your time. And then, new puppy, and he's afraid of the vacuum. So those free up your time, and maybe like in the summer you'd have more beach time, or in the winter skiing and snowboarding, hiking, biking, or maybe even a little bit of travel. And yes, you could pay somebody to do those chores, but that's really going to cut into your budget and make a difference in your bottom line. Question number 3. Are your household expenses eating away at your savings? Larger homes often have larger expenses, and if you have a house payment, that is oftentimes a little bit larger. I know when we downsized, we saved almost $1,000 moving from our large home to a smaller home, but it just really gave us a lot more freedom. Besides just that house payment, there's less maintenance to do. Utilities are oftentimes less expensive to heat and cool a smaller space, and then taxes as well. Question number 4, are you sick of having too much stuff? So it really forces you to be intentional about your things when you are downsizing. When we have larger houses, it's really easy to fill them up because we have the space. And instead of needing to get rid of things, we can just tuck them away in a closet, push them back behind in the shelf, and we don't even think about them anymore. But do you have stuff stashed in your garage that doesn't get used anymore? Or how about clothes? Get rid of those things and really be intentional about what you have in your home. And the 5th and final question, has your lifestyle changed? Are you a recent retiree? Or have your kids all gone off to college and you're now an empty nester? Or maybe you've decided you want to travel a lot more, either for work, for fun, or for a business, and you just want something smaller. There are many reasons to consider when thinking about downsizing, and I hope these 5 questions help. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click that little bell so that you can get notifications each week when new videos come out. Oh, and if you're interested in downloading a free guide to downsizing on March 1st on my website, there will be a link to download a checklist for downsizing. When I do that, I will go ahead and add it in the description below so you can go ahead and check back if you are interested in downloading that checklist.